Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. I am your host, DJ The Force. I'm glad that you were able to come in today and check out the stream. Just getting everything together right now. Let's see who we got in the room here. We got DJ T-Rail in the building. Got a couple of lurkers there. I got a Jen Heifer. Got an A10. Alfred. Hitchco, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? We're about ready to get started here, y'all. And today we're going to talk about primarily the mod option or the mod chat screen that is a part of Twitch to show people how to do certain things. As you know, always the purpose of the stream is to make you be able to do the best stream you can give. So that's what we're going to start off with today. We're going to start off looking at the mod screen. And then after that, if you have questions, I will go ahead and entertain and answer as many questions as I can. So let's go ahead and get started, y'all. All right, y'all, let me pull up the actual channel, the actual screen here. So now, normally, and I'm blowing it up so you can see it in big screen for those of you who have big screen TVs and that you can follow along. Normally, we're used to looking at our streams in this mode right here, where we have our chat over on the side and we have some basic commands that we can run from the chat. But if you're a moderator on someone's stream, there is an extra option that's available for you, which is called the mod mode or mod view. And on your browser, if you look right here and you highlight that little sword, that sword is your mod view. And when you click on it, it changes the way you view the stream and gives you access to some of the features to that allows you to better facilitate your streamer. So now you see how you have it where your chat window is now over here in the corner. It tells you the status of the streamer, how well they're streaming. It gives you their status. It gives you the chat room. You have your chat users in the room over here to the right. And then you have various options that you can do inside of the chat. So what this screen does, and then here you have your auto mod queue, you have your mod actions queue. And then over here to the right, you have some options that are obvious or hidden, but not obvious. You have your sessions. You have your mod activity. So basically, this tells you with the active mods, how many moderators are currently on the stream right now. And then that is reflected over here. So you have my Club Force ID and Club Force bot. You have Mobots, you have Stream Elements and Streamlabs set up as my mods. Once my moderators start showing up, they just start appearing here, and then you can see that number here. This tells you the actions feed, which gives you the action activity of the streamer and see what is going on their streams. So now, one feature I do like about this particular portion right here is that it allows you to respond to the user or listener faster. Now, for example, this person here followed me 6 hours ago. Instead of me having to go to their page, if I want to follow them back, I can just come here and then hit follow right here. I don't have to do any other action. So now I'm following that person. Saves you the headache of trying to track down, clicking the link that you put in your SO, and then following it over to the person and hitting the follow. You can just come here to your activity feeds of your streamer, and as they follow, if your intent is to follow them back, all you have to do is go here and click follow. And then it also tells you the status of what's going on. For an example, on yesterday, I was rated by the DJ Unique with a party of 4. So it actually keeps real time everything that's going on. Here is your whispers, where in the previous screen, your whispers popped up down here. In mod view, they're going to pop up here, and you're just going to see a number as whispers appear. And then from there, you can see who's whispering you and then respond to them. And that's just a few whispers I got today. This is your rewards queue. When they ask you to hydrate, when they ask you to do things, you as the moderator can actually check off as the activity is being completed for the streamer. So as you see that the streamers recognize what's going on, if they give a hydrate, they actually drink the water, you see it on the stream, you can go ahead and check them off. Kind of gives an idea of what tasks still need to be done so that you can tell your streamer what is still needed. I just checked a few of them just so that you could see it. I'm gonna go ahead and just check all. If you check all completed, it asks you to do all that. So now currently all the rewards have been completed. So your streamer will know, or you can tell your streamer what they need to do next in case they don't catch it. Here's your unban requests area. So you get a streamer that you ban, and they actually send in a request to be unbanned. You ban them because they use offensive language. They send you a whisper, my apologies. Hey, I won't do it again. You want to give them the opportunity to redeem themselves. They'll be listed here, and then you can just unban them. As opposed to coming over here and typing unban /unban space the username. They're already listed here. I don't have any polls or anything going on. So this is what this is, start a prediction. But if you were to click here to start one, and then it just breaks it down, a prediction. Creators and mods can create predictions. Viewers can guess who the outcome correctly can win channel points. So this is an option for them to do channel points. All predictions must follow our terms of service, and you have their terms of service. You name the prediction, and you look at the outcome, and the winner will actually win channel points. That's one good way of adding channel points, especially if you're using channel points to do special promotions or things of that nature. You can actually, it can help you get people more involved into the stream. As we go further down on the screen here is your live channel. So this is where you're viewing who is online and the number of people, so that when it's time for you to do the raid, you can actually go down the list and find the person that you want to raid for, that you're raiding for. Either if you're going to help the streamer find one, or if you're going to facilitate the handling the raid for your streamer. And then please note, for you to do that, your streamer has to give you the editor permission so that you're able to conduct their raids. What we have here is the edit mod view. The edit mod view is just so that you can edit your view of this particular chat option to do what you plan to do with the streamer, or what the streamer has you do. So there are instances where some streamers will have their mods to handle a specific portion of the stream. One mod will be in charge of taking care of all the shout outs. One mod will be handling all the polls. One mod will be answering all questions that are out there, so on and so forth. You can actually use the edit option to tailor your mod view to handle what actions you're actually doing. So if we're not using the auto mod queue, we can edit it and take it out. Here is our what's new feedback section. And basically, it just gives you updates based on what they're doing. And if it's something that you're looking for, you can actually, as a mod, submit feedback so that you can go real time and allow Twitch to actually see what your feedback is, because you have all your mod features in the screen right here. And then lastly, at the bottom here, you go back to the original view of your regular Twitch view for your watching of the channel. As we come over here to the right, again, as I said, we have your channel tools. It lets you see who's online. It lets you do some quick research. So if you want to take a look at what the streamer does, you can actually click the link. A person comes in the room and you want to know if they're a streamer or not, you can quickly click on the link, go to their page, see if they have any of the streams that they've done. If they've recently done a stream, obviously they're a streamer, so you know what to do with your shout out commands. Over here to the bottom right is how you control the way the chat will handle. So if you want to set up a subscriber only chat where only subscribers will be able to interact with the stream, you can turn that on. You have your emote only option, where only thing you can do is put up emojis as opposed to typed text. You have your slow mode. When you have your room full and you want to be able to watch what's being said, you can actually slow down the room or the chat so that you have time to read each and every followers or listeners chat, to make sure that you're answering them and greeting them properly and things of that nature. And here also you have your block terms. You can quickly add terms that you want blocked. Under that, you have your permitted terms, where you're allowed, where you can put in words that will be allowed on the stream. You have the creator dashboard. Now, this creator dashboard option here is to allow you as the mod to go to your streamer's creator dashboard so that you can see additional features. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up another browser window. I'm going to go to my stream. This browser is logged in as Club Forest and not DJ The Forest. And that's why I kind of brought this one up. So as you see here, it doesn't have my picture as it does up here because this is my bot's ID. So now I will go into mod mode there. And then I'm gonna, so this is the first time Club Forest has been to the mod screen. And I know a lot of you will get this message. That's why I went in the mod mode under my ID and then waited until now to do the Club Forest option, because it's going to give you an 11-step tutorial on how to use the mod view mode when you first actually go on. And you just basically can go through it, and it has all kinds of videos to show you how to use everything. It talks about what's called your canvas view. It talks about the same section. Basically, it does everything that I just did. In almost the same order I did it. How about that? And then it gives a good explanation of the mod mode. Messages are held and by AutoMod will appear here, and you can ban timeout or send if you don't want to see it. So basically this screen here is if there's if it's content that the AutoMod catches and says, oh, this needs to be reviewed before we let it go into the chat, it'll pop in here. And then when it pops in here, it actually will then give you the option to view what the chat is and then say, okay, that's not offensive. Go ahead and send it through. That's offensive. Let's go ahead and block this one. So this comes in handy when you have those streamers who are too aggressive or too overbearing for the rest of the room. You can actually limit their comments and and I say that before you time them out or ban them, you have the option to limit their comments by putting in keywords that the AutoMod, which we saw over here in the block term section, that the AutoMod can grab and put to in front of you before you actually allow it to go into the chat. Mod actions, it tells the mods what the other mods are doing. So it kind of helps you to not have 4 mods doing SO for the same streamer at the same time, because they're trying to be super quick in getting it done. They actually can see, oh, the shout outs are command has been issued by so-and-so. The raid command was issued by so-and-so. So that way you're keeping track of who's doing what. We've already discussed the active mods, the active moderators. We've discussed the channel follows, the unbanned requests, and that's it. So what I did come here for was to have you take a look at the creator dashboard. So if I click on the creator dashboard under Club Forest, it actually takes me to DJ The Forces right here. It actually takes me to the DJ The Forces creator dashboard and allows you to look at certain settings in the creator dashboard. And basically, it's the moderation controls so that you can do things like turn on and off the hyperlinks. A lot of streamers like to turn the hyperlink off completely, and only the mods can put in hyperlinks. But sometimes when you're having streams and the streamer says, you know what, all the streamers put in your channel and your time, you can temporarily turn off the hyperlink option by coming here, turning it off, letting that request of the streamer cycle through, and then turn it back on. Right now, I leave mine off because I have a funny security system. I just say, don't do it. If you do it, I'll stop you. Meaning I'll just take you off the page altogether. There should be a level of trust and a level of respect and understanding that's going on the stream. So if there is a problem where you cannot respect the request of the streamer, you should not be on the page. So I kind of am old school like that and say, look, I don't have it turned on. I'm just going to tell you not to do this. And if you do this, you're gone. So that's basically what that does, but it does give you some extra options to take a look at. You can view the request queue here. And you can see all the different requests that have been made. And then you actually get to see a list of stuff that people can request. Posture checks, run it back request. These are my channel point options that I'm building. So in this view, the mod can go look and see if somebody requested me to play a track again. And that's basically what the run it back is here. If they tell me to stretch, if the channel points are used to do a emote only chat. So as you have more channel point options, it'll list here, and from here you can actually see how many requests of those are out there. Last, over here in the corner, you have your raid review. And then as you see in the corner right here, it just tells you about the recent raids that have happened on the channel. This week, the only raid I've received so far is from the DJ Unique. But as you go through the week, you'll see the people that are listed here. And if you have issues from a raid, you can actually ban that person from raiding the channel. So I know it's been a lot of people talking about how they've gotten hate raids where people have bombarded the chat room with a raid, and then you went from 1,000 to 25,000 people because the raid had a bunch of bots that's constantly hitting follow, not allowing you to use your stream because you have your emote walls or your capugens up, and it's constantly generating those capugens and it's constantly generating the emote wall so that the actual listener can't even enjoy the stream because they are being bombarded by all these emotes or all these follow commands that are going on in the chat room. So when you notice that, you can actually ban that person. So if they try to do that again, they will be unable to get in. And then here you actually get to see how many people are watching. And that's basically the overview of the mod view. It lets you see everything as far as it just gives you more access to view different parts of the stream where you're not going around in the regular chat room using the commands to pull it up. You can actually have it sitting in front of you. Probably the only thing that I think they should have in this section that they don't have, and I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, I'm going to say I haven't put it in my mod view, is the ability to actually generate polls for your streamers. I do notice that a lot of people don't use the polling options. They'll ask the question and then say, hey, put a 1 in the chat if you want this, put 2 in the chat if you want that, put 3 in the chat if you want that. Well, you know, you can actually use the poll option, P-O-L-L, and with that poll option, you are able to generate those questions for your streamer. Even though you don't have the option to pull it up from a click, you can pull it up for your streamer. And I've queried a lot of other streams. The average streamer nor mod knows how to pull up a poll real quick. So the old fashioned or the long way is that you actually go to the creator dashboard where there is a link to start a poll, and then you just start the poll. But if you actually go into the chat room for the streamer and you're a mod or the actual streamer, if you put in there the command //poll and then hit chat, what it does is it puts the screen up for you to create the poll. And then from there, you can put in the question, put in the responses. It looks like the maximum number of responses is 5, but you have to have a minimum of 2 to use the poll. It makes no sense to poll one option. You have the option of setting up additional votes by allowing the streamer to use bits or channel points. Then you can actually determine the duration that the poll is up from 1 to 10 minutes. And it's a feature that I've really started using lately on one of my streams to generate 2 things. And trust me, I'm not trying to do a gimmick or anything. I'm just trying to give my streamers more content and more ways to interact with me, the streamer. So on one of my streams on Mondays, I do a poll every Monday to ask the streamers what they want to hear next Monday. So that the idea is, if you know you want to listen to something and you win, that's incentive for you to come back next week. You know, I'll do something like, do we want to do, and I'll say what we're doing next week. Next week, we're doing an all request set, and the theme is music videos. The song that is requested has to be in a music video. So now, since the Monday night group picked that, I kind of expect them to be there because it's what they want to hear. This past Monday or yesterday, they asked me to do a gospel set. Even though I do a gospel set on Sunday, they said they wanted a gospel set on Monday. So when I said that, those people that made that request made it their business to be in my stream because they want to hear that. So I'm just saying that to you, and I know this is a mod, kind of like a mod tech talk, but I'm saying that for streamers as well, that you may want to be able to do that. And sometimes when you, and I'll say this to mods, with anything you do, you should obtain permission from your streamer to do those things. But when the streamer is actually putting up a question, instead of going through all the process of waiting for everybody to put the answer in the chat, you can actually just just type it in, if you can type fast enough, and put the poll up. Because I know sometimes when I ask the question and I say, if you want to do XYZ, put 1 in the chat. If you want to do ABC, put 2 in the chat. And then somebody say, why don't we have a C? Well, see, if there is a poll, you just click the answer. You don't have to deal with the banter. You just go, hey, select the option. So that's it right there, pretty much. And with that, I just want to see, based on who's out there, do we have any questions about what we've been talking about today? I guess now that I'm done talking, I can put my little face back up on the screen. There we go. Do we have any questions in regards to how to use the mod view? Any questions on using Twitch in the streaming in general? Well, with that, I will go ahead and I guess I am opening the floor for conversation. If you guys have anything you wanted to talk about, as in regards to the streaming options. I know we've done past tech talks on the different features. Do I mind going over it again? I have no problem going over it again. Let's pull it back up. And this time I'll leave the video up. Will the video actually, you know what? Let me look at something here real quick. I do not mind going over it again, Lady T. There's a couple of things I want to take a look at here. So I'm at the ask for a screen. Have my webcam here. I want to pop you up top. Okay. Oh, before I do that, I need to switch it over, huh? Update the scene. And now we're back. So we're looking at the mod view. I'll back up and start from the beginning just to go over it again. Everybody's normally used to looking at a streamer from this view right here. And this is what you're used to. You have your basic window here over on the right here. You have your statuses about the streamer on the bottom. If you want to go into the mod view over here, 2 icons over from the chat, you have this little sword that actually switches you over into mod view. And this is the mod view here. And what it does, and I'll go over just one more time. Going from the left side, you have your session. It tells you about the current status of the stream, how long the stream's been running. when you go down here, here's your active mods. It says that I have 4 mods active right now. And if you look over at my moderator section over here, here are the 4 moderators that are in place or that are online right now. From here, you have, next you have your activity feed. The activity feed is the activity feed of the streamer, and it tells you the status of what's going on the stream. It tells you about any raids, anytime your streamer is followed and when they were followed. I was explaining earlier that one of the best features about this section here is that for the mods, when you are having a support for support stream and you want to follow the individual back, instead of having to click on their username and go to their page and then hit follow, you can actually come to this activity feed and you click the menu option here and you have the option of selecting follow. So now that person is being followed by me. If I go back there, well, for whatever reason, it's not allowing the follow. I'll have to find out why that's happening. So everybody I hit follow on earlier did not follow, but the idea is that you're able to click follow on that person right then, and then you're following them. And I wonder, I do know what that is. It should, for me, still go through though, because I'm on my ID in mod mode. And this is saying who, I believe this is, and I'll tell you this in a second, it tells you who your streamer is following or not following. So if you hit follow, it shouldn't change until the streamer reports it. I have to do some research on that. I did not realize that may be the case. You may not be able to use this option to follow. I don't know, because it didn't use it. It didn't do it for me, and I thought it should change because I'm the actual streamer. So let's do this. I also have it under my, this is my bot. This is my DJ, this is my Club Force bot. So let's see what happens here. So if I go to my Club Force bot, who's not the streamer, and I want to look and see what's going on here. And if I hit follow there, come on. So I think that feed is just allowing you to see who's following them and who they're following. You can't actually do an action upon that. That's an idea I think I will submit though. Here's your whispers. Your whispers, where you're used to them normally being down here, are now in mod view sitting over here. And instead of getting that little blue notification at the bottom, you're just going to get a number appearing right here as you get whispers. So if I switch over to DJ the Force, go into whispers, do this. Oh, I'm glad I did that. So I didn't know that. No, you can do that. So if you go into the user mode and you click on the user's name, you get to see all their comments exclusively. Did not know that. You actually get to see how many times they've been timed out, how many times they've been banned. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very, very. See, it's a good thing Lady T had me go over it again. I didn't even see that option. So you're able to go in here and see the activity of what your mods are, not your mods, but what your streamers are doing. So if I wanted to check out, for example, 2020. So 2020 is lurking in the background with no messages, never been timed out by my channel, never been banned, no type of mod comments. And then on the bottom here, you can actually give actions, give them a gift sub, send them a quick message. Very, very interesting. So that's what I want to do. So where am I at? I am currently on upper right corner. I'm in DJ the Forest's room. So I'm going to click on Club Forest. Send a quick whisper. You can back out of there. And then when you go over to the other screen, you see what I mean? Now there's a number there saying, hey, you got a whisper. And there is the whisper. So that is that particular feature. Then you have your rewards request queue, where you have all your reward requests. They're currently empty because I checked them all off. But anytime somebody says hydrate or use any of the channel points to do something, it actually shows up here. And then you have the option of checking them off as they're completed by the streamer, or the streamer can check them off as he completes them. You have your unban request. So if you have users that you ban, instead of having to go back well, now, as we talk about banning, so I'm going to do two things right here. I'm going to take a look at that person. They're not showing up in my stream, so we're going to go ahead and I tell you, timing is wonderful. /ban. And then the user. So you use the command /ban and the user. Now, to the regular room, that chat is now gone. But it shows here that it's been banned. And now when you come over here to the unban request, if this person requests to be unbanned, it would show up right here. You can set up predictions, kind of like doing polls. By sitting here, get started, you can actually make a prediction and then determine the outcome, and then set the interval that the streamer has to figure out what the prediction is, and then they can be rewarded channel points based on the people that actually accurately answer the question. So other channels and viewers live, right now it says it's 1 because I'm on my Club Forest ID. It doesn't have as many followers, or it's not following as many people as my DJ the Forest ID. It's telling me that right now DJ BYP Dipper Gospel Mixes is online with 2 people. So now I can use this to help me guide my way through the raids. If I want to tell my streamer, hey, here's somebody I listened to, and I told them and I promised them and I asked them or said to them I would help them get followers. I can go to my streamer and say, why don't we raid this person? This person needs help with, and then the streamer can make the decision, and then they can actually raid the person. So that's what that option's for. You can change the way your mod view looks. You can add and remove features. The add remove widgets. You can lock the layout to say just like this. You can change the theme from a day's theme or a night theme. This button here will allow you to leave the mod view mode. Over here is your actual chat, which we've dealt with. Here is your users and chats and their stats. And then down here are your channel actions, where you can actually control the stream by setting up the subscriber only mode, emote only mode, followers only mode, slow mode. Slow mode slows the chat down, so when you have a room full of people and you want to keep up with the chat, you can slow the speed of the chat down in the chat room so that you can read the requests. You can block the terms. You can add terms that you want to come into the stream. I said it earlier, this is the creator dashboard. It sends you over to the dashboard of your streamer so that you can do additional options inside of their stream, as far as moderation, their auto mod options, their chat options, their chat privileges. And I find it's funny that they gave you an option to verify email addresses before they can actually send messages in your chat. And then this is your request queue. This is for your channel points for the streamer. It lists all the options that are available for the that you can redeem channel points on, and then it tells you how many of them are in request mode, so that you can make sure your streamer is actually meeting the request of the channel points. She's First Lady T-Rail. Why are you stressed out? Oh, y'all, look here. We got DJ BYP Dipper raiding in with 2. We were just talking about you, sir. Welcome to Tuesday Tech Talk. I am your host, DJ The Force. We're actually going over the mod view inside of the chat room, or inside of the on the website, to help the mods better facilitate their ability to help their streamers when they are modding. So we just went over the various features. Baylor Salsa, how you doing today? Good to see you. Good to see you. DJ BYP Dipper and DJ BYP Dipper Gospel Mixes, they're the same person. One of the things that he does is that he separates his different activities under a different ID. So when he does his gospel sets, he does it under his gospel mixes. When he does his R&B and hip hop set, he does it under Dipper. When he does his gaming, he does it under the same bullet, username the same bullet. So if you see any one of those 3, you're talking to DJ BYP Dipper. So basically, we were going over, as I said, the mod settings. We actually got to see a nice live example of how the mod view actually helps us look at streaming, or how the stream is doing. We actually got somebody trying to spam my chat room while I was doing the tech talk. Man, how many times can you get that? I can't see what you did. Really? Is it because you're on the phone? Okay, let me back up. So the mod view, and let me just make sure I got my scenes right where you can actually see what I'm doing here. It does look like I have it right. So you are seeing the stream. So the mod view is over here. You can't see it because my picture's in the way. I got you. Let me do this. Haha. Because I did turn it off the first time so that you could see everything. Okay. Now. All right. Now. This is the standard view you're used to seeing. Right here in the corner, 2 icons over from chat, there is a sword. And when you click the sword, it switches over to the mod view. Okay. Did you follow me there now? I sure forgot that I brought the picture up and you couldn't see behind me. What's on the screen? CurseForge? That's interesting because I have the actual live stream right here in the example. I'm not seeing that. That may be something that's on your computer, maybe? Good evening, DJ Onyx Hart. How are you today, sir? You know, I'm kind of slipping while I'm doing these doing this stuff here. Y'all make sure y'all following the streamers on this channel right now. You scared you messed his channel up? Please expound on that. Well, let's see what's going on. Fortunately, I happen to also be a DJ T-Rails mod. Of course, with that, I can't see the chat room now because my caveat there was that I could see the chat room in the example. So let me do this. Okay, so now. What's going on, DJ Wild Rose Onyx Heart? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good. What's up, fam? You know, and I didn't do it this week. Normally, I do a stream on YouTube and on Twitch. And what I do is one of the local artists here, Major Walker from So Many Walkers Productions, actually is the artist behind the music you're hearing in the background. Basically, we have the agreement that I have the permission to use his music. So if they try and hit me with a copyright, I got them. So this is a local artist. Again, Major Walker from So Many Walkers Productions. Well, okay, I'm looking at the name of the track right now. We'll work it out, Dipper. We'll work it out. Yep, so his website, I believe, is SoManyWalkers.com, but I'll get that information to you and get it so that you can actually hook up with him. But yeah, he has a lot of he does a lot of house. He's exclusively house music that I won't say he's exclusively. All that I know he has produced is house music. So I do feature him in some of my mixes sometimes, but like I say, for my tech talks and all that, I actually have him. I use his music to go around the copyright issue so that I can do multiple platforms. I can even put this on Facebook now. And then, to be honest, what I've done with his tracks is that I'm using Virtual DJ, and Virtual DJ is doing an auto mix. So it's cycling through all of his tracks. But like I say, Dipper, we'll get together. We'll get you straight with that. So I should say, with the mod view, you're only able to edit certain portions of the account. So if you go into mod view and do something wrong, you're messing up your mod view. You're not messing up your streamer, if that makes sense. Okay, so you can get back to the home screen and nothing. I don't think anything is wrong. I think the worst thing you did was change a setting in your mod view, and now your mod view is missing something, but DJ T-Rail is not missing anything. Mod view once again is. I'll leave mod view. On the bottom right, you have your chat icon where you can say add the chat to the actual stream once you type it in. If you go 2 icons to the left, you will see a sword. That sword will get you to the mod view option. Right here. So did we find the mod view? First lady, I'm gonna have to come over there and hold your hand. So you don't see the sword. You do see that little. You see the chat button, right? I almost want to ask what browser you're using. Well, why are you nervous? We gonna get this together. We gonna get this together. And as I'm bouncing my head, title track here is 1988. I'm sorry, 1968. Well, you know, don't stress out. She is First Lady. I know DJ T-Rail has it down pat. We went over some of this yesterday, and we're going over it again today. I know he can show you where this stuff is at. So don't stress out. All right, so I know he got you. So just, you know, be okay. Don't stress out. Relax, relate, and release. And if we, you know, and we're here for you if you need us. I got you. We're going to have to beef you up on your computer skills. And I say DJ T-Rail and First Lady T-Rail are Michigan natives. So they are kind of within arm's reach. So, sometimes I'm going to have to be in arm's reach and go, let me help you out. We'll get you together. But that's basically the overview of how to use the mod settings. I will say this so that if she didn't see it, if you can say hi, Miss Sexy E, Dipper is in the stream. She's been asking about you lately, Dipper. And I'm like, well, he said he's okay, so he'll just start showing up. And by golly, he started showing up. You are welcome. I am here for everybody. I'm here to help y'all out. And that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today was the other option that I wanted to show, which I've already showed once, but I'll show again since we have a new group here. I'm going to leave exit mode for this one because you don't need to be in mod view to do this. One thing I noticed is that streamers did not know, and mods did not or do not know how to do polls on their live streams. So, to do polls on your live streams is really simple. You actually go into the chat. No, see, you P-O-L-L, not P-O-L-E. The first time I did say P-O-L-L. So basically, all you have to do is in the chat room, you put in the command /poll. Once you enter that into the chat, it will actually bring up the poll right there live. Then you can create your question and give up to 5 responses to the question. There is a minimum of 2. It makes no sense to do a poll with 1 question. It just doesn't make sense. And then once you put your question in and your responses, you have the option of setting what you can do. If you want to give viewers additional options to to vote, you can have it set to where they have to cheer to add to the voting, or they can use their channel points, or any combination. You can turn off the channel points and make it just bits. You can turn off the bits and make it channel points. And then from there, you get to set the duration of how long you want to stream up. And just to give an example here, so you put in your question. Does the stream help you mod better? We're going to do a duration of 1 minute. And then we're going to hit start poll. Now, if you look on your stream, you now have the option of answering that question. And yeah, you can answer that question. I'd like for y'all to answer that question. And once it's on your stream, you have the option of pulling it down, and you get to see live them answering the question. Now it's 9 people on the stream, but I only see 2 answers. Come on, y'all. If you say no, you're not going to hurt my feelings. And I just want you to know right now, I have the headphones on so I can't hear Miss Sexy E, but she's having a tissy fit because she's seeing multiple screens right now. And 3 people answered and said yes, they like they like this tech talk or this particular stream. The other thing, and I'm going to go back into the I'm going to go back and look into the mod mode of mod view because it's newly discovered by me as well. So we have our predictions queue over here where you can actually create predictions for the stream where people can earn channel points. And then here you can actually say what the prediction is and then give 2 possible outcomes. And then if they answer it correctly, they actually earn channel points. I haven't thought of a way to use it yet since it only gives you 2 options. I got some ideas, but it's not. I'll work on that, and we'll come back to that once I start using them. Well, yeah, that happens when you do the tutorial on Twitch. You got to see multiple screens. Yeah, I meant to fix that. So we're back to a regular screen now. And with that, I just curious if you have any questions about streaming. If you have any questions about certain features of Twitch that you're having difficulty with, I'll open the floor up for y'all to actually ask those questions. I will say, everybody, make sure you're following everybody because everybody here is important and everybody here needs support. I don't care what capacity you are. If you got 1 follower or 1 million followers, everybody needs support. Well, I know Dipper's in the background. He's listening to the music more than he's listening to me. All right, I see your question here. And the question is, okay, I clicked on mod. It says we're pleased to announce a new home for CurseForge. It says mod feature has transitioned. Now, I didn't get that. I have no answer for that because I didn't get that. Oh, so you're doing it from the Twitch desktop app, which I have never thought to install on this computer. Everything I'm doing is from the website, so it may look a little different. So I will have to look at the Twitch desktop app and see what the difference is. And I didn't install the desktop app because majority of I can actually run the entire Twitch stream from my OBS or OBS, Streamlabs OBS if you're using that. On Windows PCs, you can actually run everything directly off of it, so you don't need to have any additional software or browsers up. I only brought them up to show us the features, because all that stuff, that with the exception of the polls, all that I do from inside of OBS. Now that makes sense. We're actually doing it. My tutorial's off a web browser and yours is off the app, so it looks a little different. That makes a little more sense. So like I said, I'll have to install the app and look at it before I start saying, hey, here's how you use that. No, you're not. No. I didn't think you were crazy because of Twitch, though. I just thought you didn't see the options. That wasn't shade. I got plenty of light in the room. She knows my humor. Look at that. Do we have any additional questions or any concerns that we want to look at? So I guess we're going to do a future tech talk on the desktop app for Windows. And then we should start looking for somebody to raid, because my plans when I saw my brother come online, Dipper, I was going to raid him, and then in the middle of me thinking I was going to raid him, a raid came in from him. Well, what we're going to do here is, if we don't have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and raid the real DJ Black. This is a suggestion from Miss Sexy E. He's a good streamer. He's a good streamer, good DJ. And wow, I'm sorry, ladies, we're about to see multiple screens again. While we prepare to raid, I can actually show you how to raid somebody. Look at that. Look at God work. So I'm going to switch back over to the multiple screen thing. I'm going to bring up Club Forest, or DJ the Forest, because I did not give Club Forest access to raid, folks. we're going to type in the command / /RAID space the name of the DJ, and it is the Real DJ Black, no underscores anywhere. The Real DJ Black. You put that into your chat. You hit enter or you hit chat, and the raid begins. So that's what's going on, y'all. We're about to go ahead and raid over to that extraordinary DJ. Make sure y'all let him know DJ The Forest has sent y'all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in today. I will edit this video and I will be putting it up on YouTube. So expect for it to be up there in about a day or so. Now, I don't know why that didn't work, Miss Sexy. It may be that I'm under a different profile today, but it is supposed to be exclamation point Raider. But everybody, y'all have a blessed day. I will see y'all the next time I see y'all out there on those Twitch streets. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Let me know what you need to know. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.